the transfer of international experiences, LEMOR. Ruda Śląska is a commune located in the soul heart of Upper Silesia on the south of Poland. The city is an important communication hub and it is intersected by two crucial routes, namely the A4 motorway, which links eastern with western part of the country, and Diametral Highway, which constitutes a key communication interchange in the Silesian agglomeration. Till this day, Ruda Śląska is regarded to be the largest mining city in the European Union. However, its image changes together with world economy trends. Some other branches of industry, such as trade, production and services, start to develop next to coal mining and steel and iron industry. Post-industrial land, which once was the site for big coal mining and steel and iron industry companies, now begins to assume a new character. Due to revitalization process, the land enters a different dimension. It becomes a fundament for the development of domestic and foreign corporations. Ruda Śląska occupies the fourth position among Polish cities for being the best place to live. It is regarded to be a disabled-friendly community. Ruda Śląska has especially gained a reputation as a city of people with passion because its inhabitants are a priority for local authorities and institutions. The concern for a better quality of the residents' life is demonstrated by social problems prevention activities, which are constantly carried out, also against poverty and social exclusion. Therefore, District Labour Office in Ruda Śląska participates together with some foreign partners in the project entitled Learning Managers, Learning Organizations for Managing Social Exclusion and Poverty, which is realized thanks to the financial support of the European Commission.
Ma na celu poszukiwanie międzykulturowych rozwiązań.
Its aim is to look for intercultural solutions regarding prevention of social exclusion. It is a project which is realized within the framework of lifelong learning program. District Labour Office in Ruda Śląska, together with its partners from Germany, Great Britain, Malta, Turkey and Italy, search for new solutions and good practices which may be implemented in their countries.
Mogłyby być zastosowane w poszczególnych krajach.
The program of the visit prepared by District Labour Office in Ruda Śląska allowed for the presentation of the organizations whose activities mainly revolve around people who are at risk of social exclusion and poverty. Firstly, the guests visited District Labour Office in Ruda Śląska. They had a chance to observe its work, starting with the reception desk and ending with Occupational Activation Center. They also got acquainted with the most effective forms of individualized support for those in need. Those people are usually given complex assistance in a form of internship, trainings and projects.
This organization could be a good solution for this problem because it helps people in need to find a job. And I think it's a good solution also for our country.
The delegations especially paid attention to the project 50 Plus Reasons to Employ, whose main objective is the professional activation of people over 50 years of age. It is possible owing to the internships and training in the field of active job searching, as well as some occupational and computer courses.
In my experience in the UK, there are large numbers of people, particularly over 50, who really are still scared of new technology, let alone can actually use it to the betterment of their employment possibilities.
Foreign delegations were invited to Municipal Social Welfare Center, which cooperates with District Labour Office in Ruda Śląska. Both institutions help the residents of Ruda Śląska to come back to a job market. The unemployed who are under the care of the organizations took part in various courses funded by District Labour Office in Ruda Śląska. After that, thanks to an agreement between the mentioned organizations, they used the gained skills in social work performed for local community. Social and vocational activation contributed to the change of the image of KFOS. Besides, it also helped Ruda Śląska's inhabitants, who are at risk of social exclusion and poverty, to improve their position on a job market.
Sama reakcja otoczenia.
The reaction of the community itself on what is being done and a good frame of mind in a particular neighborhood proves to be a guarantee of the fact that one has certain foundations which help him or her to get rid of even the most difficult situations.
Z najtrudniejszych sytuacji.
Foreign delegations had an opportunity to become convinced that the dynamic cooperation of District Labour Office and Municipal Social Welfare Center brings very good results. During the visit in the center, the activity of Social Integration Club was thoroughly presented. The club is in charge of helping unemployed with social dysfunctions, which may lead to social exclusion and poverty. It is possible for us to detect different problems people struggle with, such as alcoholism abuse, violence, or some chronic diseases that touch them. Thanks to common activities, the mentioned people are motivated enough to undergo withdrawal treatment, to sign up to a specialist or to contact with a psychologist. They start changing something in their life, taking care of themselves. They also gain working habits. The activities of Social Integration Club won foreign guests acclaim.
I think it's a very good idea to have this kind of club which integrates different people and gives them an opportunity to meet other people and at the end of the day also get help for what they need.
Foreign delegations also visited Occupational Activation Center in Ruda Śląska, which supports disabled people in vocational, social and physical activation and rehabilitation. Occupational Activation Center in Ruda Śląska is a place which readily accepts new challenges and which accomplishes the toughest and the most rewarding tasks. It is possible mainly thanks to its talented and dedicated staff. In the framework of the visit in the Occupational Activation Center, the participants of the Lemur project observed the work of decorating, sewing and dry cleaning workplaces, all adapted for the needs of the disabled. We do not give jobs to the disabled. We endeavor to introduce misguided people to a job market thanks to social and vocational rehabilitation. So it is particularly here where people with artistic skills develop themselves. Special souvenirs for foreign guests were prepared by them. The work in Occupational Activation Center in Ruda Śląska is an ideal form of rehabilitation which allows disabled people to gain skills, experience, and consequently it helps them to find their way on the labor market. Occupational Activation Center is only for some time. Besides, such a person should lead a life according to his or her plans and ambitions. The issue of social and vocational rehabilitation of the disabled who are particularly at risk of social exclusion earned some special recognition from the guests.
I think they are doing an impressive work, an impressive job, because they are offering job to disabled people, physical treatment, psychological assistance, and I think that an hour a day of rehabilitation is a great thing for these people. We haven't anything like that in Italy, really. I think we are doing a great job.
We have a network with other organizations and NGOs who do this work, and so I think it would be very interesting to share this experience.
The guests took part in organized meetings of Occupational Therapy Workshop Unicat and Association for Regional Cooperation in Katowice. These appeared to be of high interest to foreign delegations. The visit in Poland allowed the visitors to look at some new solutions which minimize the problems of poverty and social exclusion from a different angle. Good practice demonstrated by the host of the visit, namely District Labour Office in Ruda Śląska, inspired the guests to make an attempt at using these effective, innovative solutions to solve problems in their community. The problems which seem to touch all countries of the world.
I think this is not because of the economical problems, it's also because of lack of organization. That's why we do this project. So I think among countries we can organize cooperation and we can do better.
I personally think that in some ways, for example in the UK or also here, we can learn that there is a special, special feeling about the humans and a care for humans. It's not so technocratically as it sometimes is in Germany, you know. It's my impression, it's my personal impression. So this is very interesting to learn, and surely for our organization it's very interesting to learn about.
Also, Poles do not hide the benefits connected with Lemur project. While being inspired by foreign solutions, they will try to implement them in their work.
Chcielibyśmy część z tych dobrych praktyk.
We would also like to use some of good practices in our organizations. That could be achieved in cooperation with Municipal Social Welfare Center, because only together we can propose an array of offers and proposals to be used by people in a difficult situation.
Paletę propozycji, które dadzą im więcej możliwości.